Almost a year has passed since I started building a gamified task manager app, a cross between an app like Things or Todoist with a life sim game like Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing. I started this YouTube channel with some devlogs for my app. Actually, you started your channel doing sketchnote videos. Okay, yes, I started with sketchnoting, but it wasn't until my devlogs that people started watching in significant numbers. As I was saying, I had some success with these devlogs, and I even made a video sharing my process for organizing the project, my most viewed video to date. So I did what any logical person would do when met with success. I took it all and threw it out the window. That's actually not what a logical person would do. I know, I was making a joke. Get out of here. Many of you subscribed in the early days thanks to the devlogs, and then I kinda stopped making them. You see, I joined a few video game development Discord servers, since I've never made a video game before, and some people were talking about software they use to manage their projects. Obsidian was mentioned, and I was like, I use Obsidian. And a whole video series about Obsidian for beginners popped into my brain. At the same time, I was struggling with my app. I chose to build it as a web app with everyone's data stored in a database on a server I would pay for. This bothered me as I specifically choose my productivity apps based on where my data gets stored. I prefer local first apps where the source of truth for my data is on my device, with an encrypted copy being stored on a server so I can access that data from multiple devices. By making a web app, I was becoming the very beast I try to avoid. On top of this, I installed a component library to make building the UI easier, and as everything does, it worked right out of the box. Okay, no, it didn't. One particular issue I had was with the date picker, which generated dates in a different format than the backend expected. I went through all this trouble to convert the dates, and it still didn't work. And then there was the whole issue of the date picker not rendering icons for some weird reason. At least switching between the game and the task manager worked smoothly. What are you doing? So with the Obsidian for Beginners series burning holes in my brain and all the issues I was having, I took a much needed break from the app. Just needed to clear my head a bit. And wouldn't you know it, but those Obsidian videos did pretty well and brought in a bunch more subscribers. Yay! But unlike before, I didn't throw success out the window. I kept it in the chair right next to me and kept making more Obsidian videos. At this point, the gamified task manager was all but abandoned, but it was still there lurking in the back of my mind. I wanted to get back to it eventually, but the Obsidian thing was going pretty well, so I didn't know when. Then, I hit a major milestone on my YouTube channel. I reached 1,000 subscribers! Yay! I wanted to do something special to commemorate the occasion, so I put up a community post asking for questions I could answer in a 1,000 sub Q&A video. The questions came flooding in. Yay! I may not have had a lot of questions to answer, but I am grateful to the two of you who did ask because you were the push I needed. The questions both revolved around my gamified task manager and when I'd be making videos about it again. They, like many of you early subscribers, were invested in the progress I was making on the app, and I'd been giving you nothing but crickets on the subject. So, I'm excited to announce to you all that development of my gamified task manager app has resumed. Yay! And with it comes the periodic devlogs to keep you up to date on my progress. I'm in the process of redefining the base architecture of the app from a web app to a desktop app. All the tasks and notes you keep inside the app will be saved to your device, not held hostage in someone else's cloud. I'm switching out the front-end framework from Vue to Svelte. Svelte is a smaller library which will make the app not take up as much of your valuable space. And I find the syntax even easier than Vue. And I'm not going to use someone else's pre-built UI components. That date picker fiasco was enough to put me off using someone else's components entirely. I'll be saying goodbye to my Django backend. No need for a web app framework if I'm no longer making a web app. My focus will be the task manager first. I want to get that part pretty solid before introducing the game elements. Luckily, I built the game components in a modular fashion, so they should be pretty easy to port over. I've also been mulling around the idea of doing some live development sessions, but I haven't fully decided on that yet. More details will be coming if I do. Let me know in the comments if this is something you'd like to see. Wait, hold up. Are you saying you're just gonna abandon all us Obsidian fans now? No, not at all. Obsidian is a core piece of my app development workflow, so I'll still be making videos with tips and tricks on how to get the most out of this amazing tool. So this was technically my 1000 subscriber special. I want to thank you guys for asking about the Gamified Task Manager and inspiring me to get back into development. And thank you to everyone who has subscribed, commented on, and or liked a video. Your support has been phenomenal, and it is deeply felt and appreciated by me. If you'd like to see my previous Gamified Task Manager devlogs, you can click the playlist on your left. And if you're interested in learning more about Obsidian, click the playlist on your right. Thanks for watching.